Government policy can only go so far to increase Singapore's domestic recycling rate. Consumers also need to feel like they're part of the solution. I'm Sonny Rosenthal. I'm an associate professor of sustainability communication at Singapore Management University. Nearly 3/4 of Singaporean households say they recycle. However, the domestic recycling rate stands at about 12%, far below the government's target of 30% by 2030. Over the years, the National Recycling Program has done a lot to encourage households to recycle. This includes putting blue bins all over the place. This includes having recycling chutes in new condominiums and HDBs, but the recycling rate has not gone up that much. A lot of this has to do with the contamination of plastics. It's estimated that up to 40% of recyclables are contaminated. And in recent years, countries like China and Malaysia that historically were major importers of recycled plastics or plastic materials that would get recycled have restricted the types and amounts of plastics they'll take. And so this is just one example of an external factor that can reduce the recycling rate. Despite the low domestic recycling rate, there is some good news. The domestic waste generation has been decreasing in recent years, and there are many reasons for this. One example is the reduced use of plastic bags. Last year in 2023, the government implemented a disposable bag charge at major supermarkets. So plastic bags is just one example of the ways that households are reducing their waste generation. There are many other initiatives the government has deployed to reduce waste generation. One is the 2019 Resources Sustainability Act, and one of the provisions of the act is that major electronics retailers have to take back like-for-like items. If I purchase a new TV, because my old one's broken, the retailer where I purchased that TV has to take my old one. And that encourages me to recycle my electronics waste simply because I can leave my old TV with the retailer. In the government's toolkit are quote-unquote hard policy instruments, and these are things like putting blue bins out, or mandating that new HDBs have recycling chutes, or charging 5 cents for single-use bags. These types of instruments reduce consumer choice, or make certain choices more expensive, or encourage consumers to engage in a preferred behavior for financial incentives. On the other hand, there are soft policy instruments, and these are often in the form of educational and information campaigns. Now, these campaigns are special because they can increase knowledge and awareness and attitudes, but they can also help consumers feel a sense of personal responsibility for engaging in the preferred behavior. And they can feel empowered through information campaigns that really show them that they are part of the solution and they can do what is needed. And so there's a balance between these hard policy instruments and these soft ones to achieve the ideal outcome.